Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're fine. I know you cannot respond because you're all muted, but I can see you're all there. The purpose of today's meeting is basically an information session. Since you and I cannot meet face-to-face or live. Ordinarily, if you were on campus, we'll call you into the hall and then discuss these matters with you. But since you're not on campus, we've got to do it this way. It's just three different things we want to talk about today so that we are all in the correct picture, which is admission to exam, rules to students, and examination preparations. Those are the items we want to discuss. We're not going to keep you long. We know you've got your career ahead of you that you need to actually prepare for, because this exam can either make or break your career. So it is very important for you to give sufficient time to it. Last time I was checking the results, we had at least more than 80% of the students meeting the minimum requirement, which is 40% basically in most subjects, to allow them to be able to write the exams. We find that to be good, but we hope, or had hoped, we could have 100%, because we would love every student to be given an opportunity to actually go and write the final exam, instead of them coming back again just to do the exam. I also need to make you aware that between today and tomorrow, the markers are checking all your work to make sure that everything was marked properly. The markers themselves are checking their work first, then we'll have what we call moderators to go and verify that all the marking was correct. If you do have a particular request, you can always contact us and we'll be able to assist. I will take questions at the end. So you could lower your hand, or if you want, you can leave it there. So, like I just said now, the lecturers themselves are checking. After we finish checking, then the moderators will check. And if you do have a particular issue, you can always raise it with us later. If you have an urgent issue you want to raise now, you can always go to our chat and raise it in the chat, because here everything is closed. Next, examination writing is a very important thing, because after the exam, you either become somebody with the certificate, whether it's N4, 5, or 6, or maybe you don't become that person. So there are certain rules which you must observe and which are applicable in an exam room that you must adhere to. I will just go over a few of those issues, but we are going to send you a copy of the rules to observe in the exams. On every particular exam day, these rules will be read out to your students so that you're all in the same frame of mind when you're doing the exam. One of the most important things you should understand today is that there is no late coming at the exams. This rule has been in force now for the last 3 or 4 years, and it is very, very important for you to comply. Because if you don't comply, you will end up writing your exams in November. It is advisable for you to reach the exam center, or in this case, Technisa, at least an hour before the exam starts. That will help you not run into problems of delays due to other things beyond your control. As a matter of fact, you are supposed to sit down in the exam hall by 8:30, because at 8:30 they will close the door and you'll only enter the exam at 5 to 9. So it's best for you to be there at 8 o'clock, so that when you open the door at 8:15, you can sit down and get in the exam hall and find your seat and relax. And then also have the opportunity to go through the question paper before the exam begins. I'm spending much time on this issue because we've had so many students coming in late. 6 minutes is late. 2 minutes is late. Late is late. Make sure, I'll repeat, you are at the exam hall before 9 o'clock, which is best for you to be there an hour before, so that you are not stressed with any other things. Now, just a minute. Right. Okay, great. Now, especially next week, you are starting with computer exams. Computer exams even require you to be there a little bit earlier than normal exams, because in computer exams, there are so many formalities to be done. However, you are reminded that you are not supposed to start doing anything, including typing, until you are instructed by the invigilator. And when you're doing your computer exams, you are supposed to make sure that you put in your ID number as instructed of you. The marking center will not accept any scripts that were typed out and then have handwritten ID numbers on them. They are not going to be marked. So you should make sure that all the pages you print out have got your ID number. They will tell you whether they want it to be in the footer or wherever, but you will be told. It depends on the question paper. I don't want to say it now because you'll want to stick to what I'm saying now. So it's best for you to see what the question paper says and you follow those instructions religiously. During the exam for computers, if you find that your computer is not working properly, raise your hand so that the invigilator can ask the technician to come and check it. And if it is true, you'll be swapped to a different computer. Please, I want to emphasize this. Do not waste too much time. If your computer is not working, raise your hand so that you can be moved to a working computer. It's very, very important. In case of a power failure, please don't panic. Number one, you'll be using laptops, so the power won't go immediately. However, we do have generators on standby, and the generators will kick in. So you can continue working with a laptop. Remember, a laptop has power, which can even last up to more than 2 hours. So that should not be a big problem. Just continue working normally while the generator is being switched on. And in exams which have the speed and accuracy test, you're only given 3 minutes to read out exactly what should be done. And then afterwards, you do the test. If you are not doing the test, then you should just sit and wait for those who want to do the speed test to do it. But I would advise you to do the speed test and not to leave any stone unturned, because if you do so, you may be losing out on some marks. The point is that any section or any uncontrolled speed test will not be marked, which is why we do it at the beginning. And afterwards, you are not allowed to go back to do the speed test because that time is gone. And it means that you have missed those marks. So once again, please, if you're doing a speed test, do it. If you feel you will not do a speed test, then you will forfeit those marks. So that is with computers, which you'll be doing next week. And next week is information processing, after which you will be dealing with computer practice and other exams. Now, the general examination regulations. The invigilator will announce to you the papers which are being written on that particular day. So that peradventure, if you are in the wrong venue, which I doubt it would be because that is checked right at the door, you might leave the exam hall. The second rule, as I mentioned earlier, says clearly that we do not allow anybody after 9 o'clock or as soon as we've started writing. If it's in the afternoon, an afternoon paper at 1 o'clock, we don't allow people afterwards. Candidates are not allowed to come into the exam hall with a cell phone. At the beginning of the exam, before you go and sit down, you must declare that you've got a phone. It must be switched off and it must be kept away securely. If you do not declare your phone and it rings or buzzes or an alarm goes on, you can be barred from writing exams throughout the whole country, even up to 3 years. So it's very important for you not to have a cell phone ring or an alarm, which is why the best thing is switch it off. If you can remove a battery, remove the battery. Do not expect anyone to give you any explanations of any questions that you will have in the exams regarding the technical nature of the question paper. And you will not be allowed to leave the exam hall in the first 1 hour from the start of the exam session, and also in the last 15 minutes. You're also advised to use the toilet before you go into the exam hall, so as to minimize your movements up and down, because even if you're going to go to the toilet, we do record the time you go to the toilet and the time you come from the toilet. And if something happens, all that information is given to the marking center and they can decide if something untoward was taking place or not. You are definitely not allowed to assist anyone with you in the exam hall. And if you've got any questions, always ask the invigilator. You are not to create any disturbance in the exam room or behave in any manner that seems improper. Please, I encourage you, do not disregard the instructions of the invigilator. In the exam hall, that is the most important person. Please do not disregard their instructions. Unless The exam question paper says so. You are not allowed to have any script, memorandum, notes, maps, photos, or any documents with you, whether it is a blank sheet of paper or it has anything written on it. You are not allowed. The only thing in your possession should be your ID document and your exam permit. Calculators are only allowed if the question paper says so. So if they don't say so, don't bring your calculators. Please make sure that you obey all these instructions because we don't want you to be prevented from writing exams, whether it be at this campus or at any other campus. Once you are given with a second booklet, it will only be after we have verified that the first booklet is completely full, and that is we check every page to make sure it has been utilized. The invigilator may read, if it happens, any errata which could have which could be in the question paper. And when that happens, everybody is required to stop writing to listen attentively to what the invigilator is saying from the errata. You are not allowed to tear out any pages of your answer script for any reason. If you've got anything which you think is incorrect, just write a line across it and even write cancelled. As soon as you've signed out and handed over your exam script, you must leave the examination hall. You are not allowed back into the examination venue for any reason whatsoever once you've signed out. And no script or answer script will be accepted for any reason once you've left the exam venue. These instructions will be given to you so that you can, even at your own leisure, go over them and understand them. But please, I will keep on repeating over and over. These instructions must be upheld. Do not find yourself in a situation whereby you are breaking any of them. Contravening any of the examination rules is what we call an irregularity. And when that happens, it means that your results will not be released until an investigation has been undertaken to verify that no untoward activities were taking place. The other thing I want to bring to your attention is, to some of you, it might seem untold, but it is something very, very important, which you must know. And I think I want to beam this up and show you what I'm talking about. Okay, in the exam, we have two types of exams. We've got an open book exam and a closed book exam. Most of the time, you write a closed book exam. However, there are some exams which are open book. And I want to share this information with you so that you are not disadvantaged at all. Now, the list is long. I will send you this as well, but just for your interest, you will see that on this side, we're saying the subject. We will mention the various subjects. Then it is said here, is it open book or is it closed book? Okay, now notice here that, for example, communication N4, paper 1, they say it's an open book exam. And what is allowed in the exam hall? 2 dictionaries and 2 additional reference works. These additional reference works can be anything. It can be your notebook, it can be your textbook, whatever you want to use for reference, you can bring along. So you can see communication has got a lot of materials allowed for it, right up to N6. When we go up to daycare, we find that they also allow some materials in the exam, and it's also open book. Can you see? Daycare communication N5. It's open book, and you can bring up to 3 different books into the exam hall. Now, this list, like I'm saying, continues like this throughout. For example, entrepreneurship, which I know most of you are doing, has 5 reference works, which are dictionaries, pocket calculator, textbooks, even your student files being noted here. You can bring for entrepreneurship paper 2. Now, is it open book? Yes, it's open book. But however, paper 1 is closed book. And in paper 1, you are not allowed any references. So please, that is why I'm saying I am going to give you this so that you don't make a confusion. Don't go and show up for a closed book exam with reference materials. I said that we'll take questions at the end. Keep your questions or put them in the chat on one of our chats, which we have on WhatsApp, if the question you think you forget. Now, this list is quite a long list, keeps on going. Notice also in tourism that they have a lot of references or materials that can bring into the exam venue. So much, from a student portfolio going right up to dictionaries. And then I think the rest is for engineering, I think. Yeah, the rest is for engineering. So what am I saying? I'm saying that in the exam, you do have access to certain resources. And it depends on the type of exam and if those resources are allowed or not allowed. So in short, it means that you must learn how to apply whatever knowledge you have to when you're writing the exam. The last issue is exam preparation. We have put together and are still putting together a series of sessions wherein you will be with a lecturer and they'll advise you on how to go about doing your exam or answer to certain questions you may have, preparing you for your exams. As you know, it cannot be that unless, depending upon how you arrange it, it cannot be that you cannot, because you cannot do the whole syllabus in the short time you'll have. What they want to do is, or what we want them to do is prepare you for exams, give you tips on what to be wary about and how to approach your exam. They might be, depending upon question papers or subjects, there might be certain mistakes students always make, and they'll make that aware to you. And there might be ways where you can easily be able to do the exam better with the knowledge they'll give you based on their experience. So what am I saying? I'm saying good luck for all of you who have made it this far. and please reach your finishing road. Then, apart from that, I want to reassure you that our colleagues are going through your question papers. If there is anything which is not correct, they will check and fix it. By now, you can see your marks for every paper that you wrote. If you have questions or whatever, you can ask even there on the question paper, or you can send it to us, or you can send it to me on the chats. Then I can raise it up with the lecturer and they can see if there is an issue to be addressed and to see how they can help you if it is required. And I think apart from that, that should be it. And I think maybe now I can open up for any specific questions from anyone. And I think before I even go there, I must remind you that we've got to be mindful of the time. Right. So that is that. And that is me. So yes, I've got Stembiso. Let me allow you to speak. Yes, what's your question? Stembiso, I've allowed you to speak.
Are you able to hear me, sir?
Yes.
Okay, good afternoon, sir, and good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, sir.
I quickly had a challenge concerning the network. Just want to ask concerning the issue of writing for paper 1. I heard that for there are certain papers whereby you are allowed to carry certain material, some not allowed. I was just lost there.
Okay. Don't worry too much. Ne?
Okay, sir.
I'm not accusing you of worrying. I'm just saying because you were able to raise your hand. Some people did not raise their hand. They might have something similar like what you're asking.
Yes, sir.
I am going to distribute that list to you.
No problems.
Are you on the WhatsApp groups?
Yes, sir.
Good. I'm going to distribute it to you so that you can see at your own leisure and see which ones you are allowed and what you are allowed. This is very important because sometimes students lose marks because they are not having the right resources with them.
Yes, sir.
If you are allowed to have a dictionary, make sure you go with a dictionary. Please don't leave it.
Yes, sir.
So that list, we'll distribute it after this meeting so that you can look at it. It's not just communication, it's a number of subjects.
I get it, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. And thank you for asking.
Thank you, sir. Bless your heart.
Okay. Okay, let's go to the next person. Okay. Makwena. Makwena. Yeah. The mic is open for you to speak.
Okay. Hi everyone.
Hello. They can't speak.
All right. My question is in regards to preparation for exam, because I'm on computer level N4, so I'm writing next week Thursday, and I
Yeah.
heard saying that the lectures will be giving us probably a bit of a scope in regards to preparations. So since my exam is near, will we be able to get those preparation soon before you write the exams?
The first list I'm going to publish will be today. Some people are suggesting classes tomorrow.
Okay, then we have to, for classes, do we have to come physically or we have to join in?
Online.
Okay, no problem then. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, let's go to the next person. The next person is written as PH, but your mic is open so you can speak. It's written PH. Please, if you've raised your hand, check your mic, and if your mic is open for you to speak, please speak. Here I can see PH as the name of the person. And Stembi, so I think if you don't have another question, please lower your hand. PH, we are going to leave you and go to the next person. Chantel. Mulotsi.
Hi, sir.
Good day.
Good day. I would like to ask how far are the arrangements with regards to sending the exam permits through email, because I'm afraid I won't be able to come fetch the exam permits by myself, because I only applied for a study leave from when the actual exam starts, so I can't come before to fetch my exam permits. So I'm asking how far are the arrangements going, because I've been sending emails and I haven't received any feedback whatsoever.
Okay, ma'am. You should know that you're asking one of the most difficult questions. Let me put my head on my hand. You're asking one of the most difficult questions. Sending permits by email is not so easy, because, for example, in this case, we've got close to 800 students, and you must send each permit to a particular student. So it's not so a very easy task. However, if you've made a request, we'll try and see if we can meet it. But if we can't oblige, the best thing is for you to be at campus as early as 7:15. The exam offices are open and you can get your permit even on the day of the exam. If you come after 8 o'clock, the exam personnel might not be able to help you, because after 8 o'clock, they start working with giving question papers out to various invigilators. So I repeat, you can collect a question paper, you can collect your exam permit even on the day of the exam. However, be early, as early as 7:15, and collect it before 8 o'clock, because after 8 o'clock, it becomes a mission. Yes, they will try, exam office, to send you the permit. What you must also do is send in an email request and give them reasons why you can't come and fetch physically. And then we will see. It's like I'm saying, it's not an easy task, but if they can do it, they will do it. If they can't, please be there early enough. With the results out on the portal, everybody can see what they are going to write. So that one is not a question. It won't change when you reach the exam hall. Sorry, you wanted to say something?
Okay, so can I also, is it possible if I can send someone to go get it for me, if alternatives cannot be made on the school side?
Yes, you can send someone to pick it up for you, but they must have your proof of registration.
Should they have it by hand, or they can have it as a soft copy?
Preferably by hand.
Yeah.
I said preferably. It does not mean that the soft copy won't be allowed, but you know, in this world, almost all of us, we are Thomases. We want to touch and see.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. PH, we're back to you. Are you still there? PH. Okay, then we go away. All right. Is it Tebuko? You're on. Check your mic. You're on. You're on spotlight. Means you're on. When you're on spotlight, means you're one talking. Are you there? Okay, let's go to the next person. When I put you on spotlight, then you should know that you have one speaking. Okay, yes, speak. Speak. Oh. Okay, let's go to Swane. Yes, you're on.
Good day, everyone. Good day, Mr. Masego.
Good day, good day.
Mr. Masego, I wanted to ask if we are only like asking questions regarding the things you talked about in this meeting, or we can just ask about other things.
Let's finish what we talked about. Then I can give you some time to discuss anything else.
Okay, but right now you're only taking the questions about what you talked about right now.
Please.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yizwane,
Yes, sir.
what Yvonne was speaking just now. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Yeah, reserve your question. We'll see you later. Is it this Junior? David. David on spotlight. Oh.
Hello.
Yes, please speak. The floor is yours.
Sir, I just wanted to ask about, you said earlier on about the 80% of the students that already qualified. So how will we find out that we did qualify for to write the final exams?
All right. That is easy. But the noise in your background, can't you go somewhere else? Or should I switch you off? Noise. Right. That is why I disabled all of you today, because noise is always so much. Students, when you go to your portal, you can see if you've got 40% minimum to write an exam, isn't it? You can go and you can see. Sorry, just a minute. Okay, I'm back. I hope you can still hear me. Unless for people in tourism who've got different values for their sub minimum, from 50% going to around 60%. But even them, they can check on the portal to see if they meet that requirement. So if I'm to say anything, I can only send the list of the minimum required to the people in tourism, because they're the only ones who don't have the issue about more than 40, less than 40%. It's only to them. The rest of the people is 40% straightforward. Don't have 40% means you can't write. So yes, even if you have 39%, you can't write. 1% means the world. So please. However, if you feel that maybe there's something wrong, you can raise it up. You can send on the WhatsApp, and we'll give it to the lecturer to check and cross-check. Maybe you are right. Maybe you've got that 1% hiding somewhere. Remember, it is 40% overall, not in a particular question. I can fail a test or an assignment, but because I did well in my internal exam, I can pass and I can meet the requirement. So it does not mean that you must pass all of them to be able to be admitted in the exam. No, it is your overall mark we're talking about. I don't know. I hope it answers your question. Does it answer your question? Can I move on? Mr. Junior, does it answer your question? Can I move on? All right.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Right, like I said, when I spotlight you, then you should know that you are the one who's going to speak next. So get ready to prepare your mic, right? And get ready to speak because it means you're the one who's going to speak next. So I think now we have Kuliso. Can I get her to speak or him to speak? Right, it's all yours. Kuliso.
Hi, hello.
Good day.
How are you, Mr. Maseko?
I'm fine if you're fine.
I'm very good, thank you. So, as you said, the time will be 8:30. Will this time be the same from the start to the finish of the final exams? And my second question is, what happens if I come and say I am late because of traffic? Is there anything or a form that I can fill so I can be able to write? So, and then my last question is, what happens to that subject that I failed? Thank you.
Unfortunately, I'm going to give you some bad news. Late is late. So if you come late, whatever the reason, you are late. The only thing you can do is complete a form which will allow you to write the next exam, which is in November. Late is late, unfortunately. We had this system whereby students could be late for 1 hour and it was being abused, which is why the department decided to abolish. It also helps to instill in ourselves as candidates the discipline of being in time for an important task. I always say, if you normally wake up at 4 o'clock, wake up at 3 o'clock. So that if, for example, their traffic lights are out because of load shedding, it does not affect you. Yeah, unfortunately. And it's the same time every day. 8:30, I said, is not a time to arrive. 8:30 is the time the door is closed to the exam hall.
Oh, okay.
You must be at campus preferably by 8 o'clock. At 8:15, the doors open to the exam halls. At 8:30, the doors are closed. And you stay outside until 5 to 9 when they'll allow you in. But then you'll have missed even reading the question paper. So my advice to you is be there 8 o'clock or before, so that by 8:30 you can be seated down, relaxed, and out of stress.
Okay.
All right, thank you. And let me see the next person. Spotlight means you're coming next. Gonna give you a microphone now. Ready for your microphone? Glenda. Right. We're waiting for you. Are you still with us or have you left?
Mr. Masiko, good day.
Good day, good day, good day.
We are speaking with Glenda.
Yes, ma'am.
I would like to know if I need to remark my internal test. Is that possible?
You can make a request, especially today, because today the teachers are checking and rechecking. Then they can put you on their list to check very well.
Okay, because I had a problem while I was writing. My quiz submitted itself. I don't know what happened.
Well, what happened is it did not lose your work. It saved your work.
I was about to save another one.
Now, the system looks like most of you are N4. The system saves every second.
Okay.
So there is nothing like you worrying about it saving. It saves every second. And if they take power, whatever it saved in last second is what stays on the system. Because you're not writing on your computer, you're writing in the clouds. And in the clouds, there's always electricity. So there's no problem.
Okay.
Yes. So actually the system is even able to see what you are doing every step of the way. It's like a diary, or what can I say? Like a GPS. It says you went here. It can even tell us how many minutes you took doing a certain question, how many minutes you stopped doing any work at all.
Okay.
So it shows all that information.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So like I'm saying, if you've got a worry or whatever, you can inbox me, and I'll give it to the lecturer concerned. Do the following: put your name down, the name of the subject, and the particular assessment. Then I'll send it over.
Okay, so I don't have your email address.
I'm saying on the chat WhatsApp group. Are you on the chat?
Yes.
Yes. Put on the chat WhatsApp group.
Okay.
Your name, the subject, and the assessment, and I will send it to you.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much. That was my question.
Thank you very much. I know many people have got the same question. So
okay, Mr. Masek. Thank you.
Guys, like no, over friends are the 867 sis ke kore se kisa until aside we are saying asa kisa si rank is staying. So since we're estimating there is a balance in so more than a time the 3 years the 2 years and my problem have for but the next since about the offer on the two now running the whole since about the offer so I just worry or unless
looks like I'm from my own house, but I'm back.
more cumulative asinawatsena wona okumanta lawo
Okay.
So schedule say Monday.
Let me see the next person.
Yes, you can continue. I'm okay.
Yes, I'm saying I want to see the next person now. Noise now.
Mara Monday, but I say so it's all now Manta, but so Barkima into Risota, Uzani, well, Barkima, Usola to know into Risota Monday.
Who's making noise now?
I'll speak now of the Monday. So
okay, good. Right. Going to spotlight you. Looks like you say PET. You can PET, you can ask your question. PET, you can ask your question. Good day, good day, good day.
How are you?
I am fine, only if you're fine.
I'm also good, sir. Yeah, I had an issue last year.
Oh no.
I wasn't able to register for my final because I lost track of time.
You lost track of time.
Yes, sir. Now I didn't know when to register. Like I just didn't know when to.
Are you registered now before we go any further?
I am.
Okay.
Yeah. So now last year when I was writing my assignments, my assessments, I couldn't finish my financial accounting internal assessment.
Okay.
So this year I was told that I was going to be given a chance to rewrite my financial accounting assessment, but I never got an attempt because I had already finished my attempts last year.
If I get your story right, let me tell you the following.
Okay.
Are you on the WhatsApp groups?
Yes, I am.
Send me proof of registration.
Okay.
And then the assessment you're talking about. And please do it immediately. And let me see if I can get someone to assist.
Okay, I will. Even though I'll be doing it for the third time, but I will now.
Yeah. Until the door is open, you must keep on knocking.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Right. Let me go to next person. I think it's Moyo. Yes, you can speak. Wait, you can speak. Wait, we can speak.
Hello, sir. Since I'm writing information processing and computer practice, must they come with my laptop or the laptops will be issued at school?
Thank you for the easiest question in the world. Yes, we've got laptops for all of you.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. So it means that I know you're going to pass your test because you've been practicing.
Yes, I'm prepared.
Good. I'll watch out for your results. Okay, let's go to the next person. Is it Wuhle? And I don't know if the person is here with us or not.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Thank God you're here.
How are you?
Yes. I am fine if you're fine. I've told you guys before.
Okay. So I would like to ask that if we didn't pay the 150 for the registration, we won't be writing anything.
Oh, no. Now you're making me sad.
No, the problem is that, sir, the problem that I have, I just started working right now.
Wait. Okay. Are you doing this for the first time? Is it have you just registered?
It is my first.
Yeah, a new student. Are you a new student? You're breaking up. You're a new student.
Yes.
If you're a new student, you don't have to pay for exam fees. It's all included in the amount of money you paid.
Okay, thank you very much. So that's all what I wanted to know.
The only question is, did you register for exams? Did you go to exam office and register? That's it.
Yes, I did, sir.
You did?
Yes.
Then there's no problem.
Oh, the problem is that
Mhm.
the problem is that when I saw in the chat group, they said that we have to pay 150 rand for each subject, which is a registration fee. So I was worried that maybe we won't be writing if we didn't register.
Okay. Listen, the thing is, when you first register for the first time, the fee for exams, you don't have to pay separate, it's inside. However, if, for example, maybe now you don't write a paper or you fail a paper and you want to come back again and write, then you need to pay the 150 per subject. So for now, you are safe
Oh,
for as
thank you
long
very much.
as you went to exam office to make sure you are registered. However, if you are not sure, what you can do is you can inbox me and then I can check and I'll let you know.
Okay, thank you very much. So that's all what I wanted to know.
Thank you so much. Looks like there are no more questions. Looks like there are no more questions. Ah, okay. Here comes a new question. As we said, once you're on the spotlight, Nandi Williams, you can then ask your question.
Hi, sir.
Hello.
How are you? I hope you're good. By the way, Ned, there's a subject that I failed, ne? So I wanted to ask, will I be given a chance before I get my payment to write that exam?
Asking you hard questions.
Hello?
Yeah, you're asking if you had questions.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Those are questions we don't want to be asked because the answer is not good. Yeah. Nobody wants to be a bearer of bad news, you know? Because if you failed, you failed.
So they are no longer supplementary.
No. That's the thing you guys don't understand.
Mm.
Maybe. Let me make it it's a good question, maybe. Take it from me. Listen, there is nothing like rewriting the exam to pass.
The thing is, I didn't write my internal exams. I wrote my assignments test.
And you didn't write the internal?
No, and I did pass both.
Why didn't you write the internal? Sorry, I know I'm putting you on the spot now.
I wasn't able to get leave at work because I got leave for my first test. So they refused to give me the second one now.
Did you tell us?
No, I didn't.
Ish, I wonder when.
Because they wanted an attachment and I didn't have an attachment. So I just left it the way it was.
That's a very tough question. Are you on WhatsApp?
Yes, I am, sir.
Ask on WhatsApp. Let's see if we can do something about it.
Okay, because also I qualified to write 3, but I'm not sure if the portal calculations were correct. Because some I'm able to write, even though I didn't write my internal exams, but I managed to get high marks, above 40.
Let me explain something to you and to everybody who's listening there. If they find that you did not do any assessments, you are disqualified, whether you've got 80% or whatever. Are you following me?
Yes, sir.
You must do all the assessments. And the average must be more than 40%. So if you did 2 assessments and you've got a 60%, you are still not allowed to write the exam because they check before the paper is given. So we'll talk later, like you said.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Okay, do we have another person? Looks like there are no new hands. Am I right? Oh, okay. There are new hands. Let me just check. Yes, you can speak.
Okay, so what happens to that subject that I failed?
Failed as in, sorry, just talk to me about failed as in when or what?
The subject, we were writing the assignment, the test, and the internal exam. Ne?
Yeah.
So if I failed, maybe information processing, that one subject, before these finals that are coming, what happens to that subject?
Yeah, they had questions again. If you fail, then you'll have to write in November. But before you write in November, you've got to improve your term mark to 40% minimum. And please, don't aim for 40%. Always aim for higher. That 40% is a minimum.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, sorry for many questions. My last one is when is the deadline of taking the permits? Do I come and take it on Wednesday?
Listen, there is no deadline to collect the permit. The deadline is, let me explain. You cannot enter the exam hall without a permit. So if you are coming to collect a permit on, what can I say, on the day of the exam, you've got to make sure you're there before 8 o'clock. After 8 o'clock, nobody will assist you. And let me tell you something. For example, people writing on, I think, somewhere Thursday, Friday for computers. You are over 400 of you. There's over 400 of you. Now imagine if all of you rock up 400 in the morning to collect your permits. Do you think you will make it to the exam hall in time?
I don't think so.
So when you consider that, it's better to come earlier. And mind you, I think this is a good opportunity for me to say this because I've been keeping it to say it at the end, but I might forget to say it. Let me say it now. Computer exams, there is over 400 of you writing it on the same day. And our computers cannot accommodate all 400 at the same time. So there'll be two sessions, one in the morning and one in the afternoon. However, you are all required to come in the morning. If you don't come in the morning and be there by 9 o'clock, it's as good as you are late. You can't write even in the afternoon.
Oh, okay.
So what am I trying to say? I am trying to say that on the day for computer practice, come with your lunch box because maybe you're writing in the afternoon.
Yeah.
I repeat, computer practice N4, there are so many of you. Come with your lunch box. I can't tell you now who's writing when, but there'll be two groups. And you are not allowed to come after 9 o'clock because it means when 9 o'clock starts, it means the exam has started. Then we don't know if you got your paper from somewhere because you're writing the same paper. So we need you to be there as usual, like you're all writing at 9 o'clock. So in fact, on the day of computer practice, I'll advise you to be there by 8 o'clock so that by 8:15 when we share you, you are safe. Please, don't be late. Don't be late, please.
Noted.
Thank you so much for asking a very good question.
Thank you.
Okay. Anybody else? People are not lowering their hands, so it's difficult to know if it's an old hand or a new hand. All the people who asked questions before, is that hand a new hand or an old hand? I don't know. I want to know if that's it or not it. We're past our time for our meeting even. I'm not seeing new hands. All right. Can I open the floor for any question now? Okay, you can ask any question. Let's take 10 minutes. Andile, do you want to speak?
Yes, sir.
All right, speak.
I wanted to ask about the remarking thing. Who do we contact? Because you give us emails that the email accounts that we should send to, but then they don't reply. So I wanted to ask, who do we send to or call? Because now I prefer calling because I get instant replies.
Are you on chat?
Yes, I am.
Inbox me.
Okay.
Inbox me. SWC administrator, inbox me.
Okay.
Yes. You are looking for what? A remark?
Yes, because my internet exam, my financial internet exam, it's like it was not even marked. The marks I got.
Yeah.
Like it's
Be
0.
descriptive in your explanation. Then I can give it to the marker to go and check. But do it today.
Yes, I will.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know if Glenda, if you want to speak. Or is your hand just up? Going once? Going twice? Going twice? Okay, looks like you don't want to speak. Then let's try the next person. Yes, Makwen.
Oh, hi, Sam. My question is, for the person that only failed internal exam, I heard you say that you won't be, let's say your mark is below 40%, you won't be able to write. So you can't just only repeat. You when you write in November, you have to repeat the entire subject, or you can't just do one. They repeat probably the assignment that you failed or something like that.
I didn't get your question right. If I answer now, I'll answer wrongly. Can you just rephrase, please? Just tell me again what you want to ask. I didn't quite get what you were saying. Can you just tell us?
My question is, okay, my question is, let's say, for instance, the person that was supposed to write computer practice got 39%, an average of everything that they vowed. Are they going to repeat the entire subject in November since they didn't qualify for exam, or what's going to happen? Are they going to rewrite probably the test or something like that?
Oh, okay. Yes, you will do everything. You do the test, assignment, and internal exam all over again.
Okay, so if you didn't qualify, for exam now. In November, you have to repeat everything.
Yes, please.
All right, no problem then. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm seeing Stembi. So, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Good. Oh, a man for a change. Aish, thank you. I'm not alone here.
I just want to ask, sir, two questions. The first one is the issue of the classes that you said they're starting tomorrow online. And
Yes.
then the second one is the issue of the this several question that everyone's been asking, that as I'm doing four subject, then if I failed one, then I have to write November. I do all the subject, or I'll focus on that subject.
If you fail one subject,
yes, sir,
you can continue to the next level with those that you passed, and then repeat the one you did not pass.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm answering you.
Yes, I'm answered, sir.
Oh, okay. And I think likely enough, I'm not sure. Please don't ask me a follow-up question on this. I think NSFAS does sponsor you if you've got 3 subjects on the same level. So I think you could be quite okay, because NSFAS could still support you. I'm not sure. Ask them, but I think that is the case.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Right. I get it. And then the permit for writing, will we start collecting them on Monday?
Yes. Please don't come too early, ne?
Okay, sir.
Around
what time, sir?
9-ish. Yeah, maybe from 9-ish, yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
No problem, sir.
Okay, thank you very much.
Bless your heart.
At least I'm not alone in here. All right, the next person, is it Theo? Guest, Theo. Yes? Theo. On Spotlight? Theo, are you there? Oh, no. Looks like there are no more questions. Can I ask you guys for a favor now? Oh, you can't answer me. A favor. I would like us to take a group photograph. If you don't mind, you can. Oh, I've got to unmute all of you from the pictures. Oh, see, these things are problematic, eh? Okay, I'm going to allow you take, so we can take a picture. I like taking a picture of people when we have a meeting as my evidence. So I'm going to open the camera for all of you guys so we can take a picture. When I've opened your camera, you can even show yourself up. You know, it's always nice to have a picture, and I can put it in the chat for you to see. So, where is camera? Sometimes it feels like you are with a ghost, you know, when you can't see the people. But sometimes you guys make so much noise. That's why we had to switch off everything for you. So please understand. Ah, so there are some other guys who are not just talking, hiding, eh? Now I can see them. So some people have run away when I say cameras. Okay, I think let's see how we can arrange ourselves so we can take a nice picture. And you must all pass. If you fail, I'm going to remove your picture from the group photo. Okay, I think we are all in. No, we're not all in. I can't see everybody. Let me see. Huh. We're many, eh? But I can't see everybody. I want to see everybody. Let me change. I want to see everybody. No, I still can't see everybody. Let me try one more time. That's much better. That's much better. Okay, are you guys ready to take a peek? I wonder who's going to... Okay, so now you're all in the classroom. Take your seat, take your seat, take your seat. So, on 4, gonna take a peek. Where's my camera? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's take another one just in case we missed out somebody. And let's change over to a different mode. Let's change over to a different mode so at least we can see right. It's a different mode, different place. Okay. On 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no. You were looking somewhere else. Nomfundo. Let's do it again. You're looking somewhere else. Just a minute, let's do it again. Nomfundo was looking elsewhere. Okay. Are you ready now? I'm ready. And you are ready. Stembiso. Yes, thank you. Okay, I think we are ready. There we go. Okay, now since you're all from different programs, I will put it in all the chats. You'll see the picture in all the chats. So you'll find it there. That's our evidence. But what I want to wish you is all the best, because I know you guys can do it. And if there's anybody, like I said, who feels strongly that there's something wrong with his or her stuff, please let us know so that we can be able to assist. See, we can only assist if it is legally possible. We cannot assist if it is not within the regulations. Please keep that in mind, because we are supposed to apply the same rules to all students at the same time. We cannot just change for somebody. It's got the same thing which is applicable to everyone. So that's what you must bear in mind. I see new faces. Maybe I should take a picture again. I didn't see some faces I'm seeing now. But I think with that we can say, man, it's been a long time, but we are reaching the end of the road, and I am very sure most of you will make it for next year, and I hope next year will give you a better service than this year, because, hey man, we've got to improve. We can't say we are perfect, but we are trying to do our job. So I want to say goodbye and good luck. Don't come late. Don't come late. Please be early. Don't come late. Yeah, I trust you and I'm depending on you. Let me tell you something before you go. If you fail, I fail. Did you know that? If you fail, I fail. If you pass, I pass. So that is why I am going to try and see whatever we can do which can be done to ensure that you all pass and we're all one big happy family, because I want to see all of you back in S2. And some of you were asking for applications for S2. We will share the link for applications for S2. You can apply without your results. And when your results come in, you can secure your place, because next time, S2, there will be limited spaces. It won't be as available as it was for N4. So there's a certain number we are given to enroll. So it's good for you to apply. Don't wait for your results, apply. When your results come in and you've passed, you're in. So goodbye, ladies and gentlemen, and good luck. You will see the first list for webinars out before 6 p.m. Thank you very much. And for my team members, thank you. I can see you there. Thank you for supporting.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Yes, I've opened up for everybody. You can say goodbye if you want. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Good luck.
To make. Bye, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Masego. May God grace us.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
Hi.
Looks like that's our new student.